Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 7th annual Blanchet House Lend a Helping Hand Brunch and our first ever virtual event. I'm Rich Ellering, your host. Thanks for joining us today. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a member of the Blanchet House's Board of Directors. My wife, Marianne, is the daughter of one of our founders, Dan Harrington, and our family has long supported Blanchet's mission of service. Today, I'm grateful to share inspiring stories with you from peoples whose lives have been impacted because of Blanchet's services. As you know, 2020 was a year of unprecedented hardships for many people in our community. Blanchet House served 500,000 meals in 2020. That's right, 500,000 meals, which is a 60% increase from 2019. And with your help, we were able to provide safe, supportive, sober housing for over 140 men. How do we provide such incredible service during a pandemic? Because of dedicated volunteers and the generosity of supporters like you. Many of the people we serve are in the worst circumstances of their lives, with nowhere to turn and little hope. Our houseless and food insecure meal guests and residents often look like they are invisible, and they feel that way, that they don't matter to anyone. That's why our mission is to continue offering food, shelter, and aid to all those in need of a safe place to be nourished and restored. We assist in the transformation of each life we touch with compassion and dignity. This remains at the center of how we serve the houseless and hungry in our community. We have much to honor and be grateful for today. Thank you again for joining us. And now, please welcome Jesuit Father Gary Smith for a blessing. Before COVID-19, Father Gary stayed at the Blanchet House 2 nights a week to serve and counsel our residents. We look forward to his return soon.
Eternal God, in whom we live and move and have our existence, we of the Blanchet community bring ourselves in our prayer to you. We stand before you grateful that for 70 years you have raised up the people and inspiration to sustain the Blanchet work of service offered to the poor of this city. We are conscious, too, of how you have invited and sustained Blanchet in its service and to be strong in the face of the pandemic, which has threatened the welfare and the lives of the poor whom we serve. We pray this. Bless us with the touch of your strength and love and compassion. Bless the men in the program with their long sought for healing. Bless those who come to Blanchet for sustenance of food. Bless our volunteers who give freely and generously to our mission. Bless our serving and generous staff. Help them to attend to the men in the program. Help our staff to grow each day in their awareness of the wounds and hopes that accompany this house each day. Bless the board who have the daunting task of hearing your call to serve at Blanchet and to gently ensure that it is properly carried out as well as financially secured. Bless our benefactors whose generosity becomes a bridge of life. Bless our guests. Those who are hungry, may they be fed. Those who are separated from those they love, may they be united. Those who feel the sharp edge of loneliness, send them friends. Those who suffer from physical and mental illness, give them the medical care they need. Those who are alone and abandoned and dying, bring comfort. Those who will face this day and night in fear and dread, bring life. Bless those who are faint-hearted and faltering, affirm them. Bless all those who are trapped in the desert of poverty. Send your spirit into all the hands and heads and hearts that make the humble work of Blanchet a reality. May your justice shine in our deeds, your truth in our words, your love in our acts of compassion. We ask this in your holy name. Amen.
Thank you, Father Gary, for your thoughtful, inspiring blessing and for welcoming guests to our first ever virtual event. I'm now honored to introduce to you our board president, Jerry Quinn, and our executive director, Scott Kerman, who will tell you more about how Blanchet House pivoted to meet the challenges of providing services during a pandemic.
Welcome to Blanchet House and welcome to our Lend a Helping Hand brunch. I'm Scott Kerman, Executive Director. I'm so happy that you're joining us today to celebrate an incredible year of service. Last year, we served over 500,000 meals. We were able to meet the significant need in our community brought on by the pandemic and the economic crisis that resulted from it. People asked me, how did we serve so many meals? I welcome you to join me inside Blanchet House and I'll show you exactly how we did it.
One reason we were able to serve so many meals last year were our incredible volunteers, like Stacy, who comes every morning before 6 a.m. to serve coffee to our houseless guests.
It's a small bit that I can do to help alleviate what people are going through on the street every day.
Of course, we do more than serve meals at Blanchet House. We also provide safe, supportive housing to people who are looking to rebuild their lives after homelessness, addiction, or other challenges. Last year, we were able to enhance the services that we provide our residents with the launching of the Harrington Health Clinic.
Hi, I'm Emily Harrington. The clinic offers primary care, behavioral health, and palliative care services to the residents of Blanchet. We are able to provide these services with the help of the University of Portland and a shared relationship with Volunteers of America.
And now I want you to meet our incredibly talented chefs, Chef Shannon and Chef Antoine. How does it make you feel to cook for our meal guests?
So working with the variety of ingredients that we get donated gives me a chance to be creative and to make nutritious meals for our guests.
It makes me feel wonderful knowing that we prepare meals here that will carry them through the day.
One of the things that makes Blanchet House so unique is our commitment to zero food waste. All of our food waste is collected, sent to Blanchet Farm, where it is cooked into slop. In fact, I think our board president, Jerry Quinn, is at the farm right now.
Thank you, Scott. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Blanchet Farm. My name is Jerry Quinn, and I'm the current board chair of the Blanchet House. Now, many of you may know that the Blanchet House has a downtown facility where we provide food, shelter, and aid to those in need. We also have a similar program out here in Carlton, Oregon. This last year, we had 50 men come through the program that received life-saving recovery services. So on behalf of the Blanchet House, we just want to say thank you for your support, and we appreciate your involvement today in the program.
We've done more than hand out great nutritious meals at Blanchet House this year. We've also handed out a lot of clothing and care kits. We've done that because of the support of people like you and two amazing staff members, John and Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah, the Morning Volunteer Services Coordinator.
And I'm John, the Volunteer Manager.
Some of the most needed items requested by our guests are tents, blankets, toothbrushes, toothpaste.
We've also been able to give out these rechargeable lanterns that a lot of guests can use without electricity. They're hand cranked so that they can power them.
I hope you've enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look at Blanchet House and Blanchet Farm. All of this is possible only because of you and your generosity. Thank you for your support.
Amazing. Thank you, Scott and Jerry, for sharing this insight into how the Blanchet staff, along with volunteers and our program residents, were able to meet the great need in our community last year. Blanchet's service to those in need is possible because of generous donors, supporters, and volunteers just like you. With that, folks, let's get started. Virtual giving feels just as good as in-person giving, but looks a bit different. If at any time you have trouble getting registered or donating, please call our help number listed on our screen, 971-275-5690. And if you haven't already, please join our community of supporters on your preferred social media account and help us spread the word about Blanchet House and this event. Take a selfie of yourself watching from wherever you are and post it. Remember to tag us at Blanchet House and use our event hashtag Blanchet Brunch. Now, we've got an incredible virtual program ahead to be sure. So be sure to get registered and familiarize yourself with those giving buttons to the right of this viewing screen and limber up those giving fingers. Now please help me welcome to the virtual stage today's fundraising ambassador with Markham Auction Agency, Misty Markham. Welcome, Misty.
Thank you, Rich. And good morning, friends. I'm so honored to be here with you on behalf of the Blanchet House and to serve as your fundraising ambassador this morning. Rich and I vow to make this brunch fun, meaningful, and to maintain 6 feet of distance. So, How's everybody doing so far this morning? Are you having a great time from the comfort of your sofa? We sure hope so. So kick off your shoes and get comfortable because we have a fabulous virtual program prepared for your giving pleasure. If you have not yet done this, it's straightforward. To join us with a gift at our upcoming appeal, simply click the special appeal button to the right and then select the dollar amount you wish to give. It's easy. And if you have any trouble at any time, again, please call our helpline at 971-275-5690. The rules are simple. Enjoy yourself and give generously in support of the Blanchet House this morning. We all know how vital Blanchet's mission is, so help us maintain this critical resource for our community. It's because of generous donors like you with us today that Blanchet House can continue to innovate, grow, offer food, shelter, and aid to a growing number of houseless individuals in need of nourishment and a new start. So let's get the giving started. Demonstrating your support of the Blanchet House this morning and engaging with fellow viewers is certainly different than when in person. In lieu of applause, today, show your love and gratitude by joining our social chat. I see that many of you already have. Thank you so much. And drop your comments of encouragement and gratitude right there. It's a lot of fun, and in the virtual world, chatting equates to applause when we're together. So chat it up. And to begin with, please let us know from where you're joining today. We'd love to know. And with that, let's see Blanchet House in action. The energy guy. House for faithfully serving our community. Anyone in need of food, clothing, and a friendly face can find it at Blanchet House. Everyone is served with compassion and dignity, no questions asked. And this brings us to the pinnacle of this morning's program. I'm pleased to introduce you to one of our housing residents, Jordan, who graciously agreed to share how the supportive and tranquil environment of Blanchet Farm helped him build a healthier and more stable life.
I found out that I had mental disabilities. This happened around the time after I went homeless. You know, whenever I smoked and do drugs, I was always exacerbating my mental disorders as well as going broke and eventually ending up homeless. And I just knew that I wanted to make a change and get out of that vicious cycle. You know, they've given me a lot of opportunities here that make me feel like I'm ready to go to work. I'm working with the bees. It gives me a good grasp of like what it's like to be a parent, what it's like to be a responsible, social contributing member of society, and a good person overall. When I was homeless, I stayed downtown Portland. I collected cans, sometimes all the way to nighttime. My life was like really hopeless. So I have a lot of confidence issues as well as major depressive disorder. And since I've been here, I've made great strides in my confidence. And I've also, by working every single day, my depression has been kind of non-existent. It's a place to grow and a place to develop my skills. I really like the staff here. They've made this place for me feel really unique and helpful. I can't thank Ron, Ross, and Deborah enough. And I've made a lot of sober friends, and that one's is really, sorry, it's like crying. It's just been really, it's just been really important to build those relationships compared to trying to go back to my old friends. And this is the only place I would have done it. If not, I'd be homeless. I've never found a place that has a reputation as good as this place with the amount of give that people put into it. Make the place the way it is.
As you just saw, the residential program at Blanchet Farm offers a one-of-a-kind opportunity for men desperate for a safe and supportive place to start anew. Many people are unable to afford addiction recovery, which is precisely why Blanchet's transitional housing programs are free and accessible. Friends, if this work is meaningful to you, join us now and lend a helping hand to Blanchet House as they continue their great work in our community. Choose to make a 100% tax-deductible gift in any increment you feel compelled to give in support of this work. And this morning's first level of giving is $10,000. Who will be a Blanchet House benefactor this morning with a gift of $10,000 to support them? And I want to just say thank you to Fortis Construction for starting us off so strong with $10,000. Thank you so much, Fortis. Will anyone join them with a $10,000 gift this morning? And in the meantime, what kind of meaning could a $10,000 gift have for Blanchet House?
Well, before I tell you that, I just want to tell you about the wonderful work that Ross Sears, our manager at the farm, does.
Yeah.
And Jordan did a great job today. Fortis Construction understands the importance of sustained giving to support Blanchet services. They built the beautiful new Blanchet house back in 2011, which was designed by Sarah Architects. This facility has made it possible for us to serve more people, and we probably would not have sustained our services during the pandemic if we were still in the old building. Blanchet House receives calls every week from parents desperate to find a place for their child to get off the street and gain sobriety. They've often tried many other programs, but nothing seems to help. Blanchet House's residential programs offer safe, supported housing and the opportunity to do meaningful service in our meal program. Many men come to us hopeless and feeling worthless. We've often heard from past guests who needed Blanchet's house services at a low moment in their lives. Recently, David wrote to us to say, I remember back in 2012 feeling lonely, cold, and defeated. I needed you guys bad. I don't know how to explain it, but God sent you to me. I will forever be grateful to you. The transitional housing program at Blanchet House and Farm are free only because of your generous support. Your donation at the $10,000 level ensures that others will be lifted out of addiction and homelessness. You're giving someone the opportunity for a new start in life.
That's right, folks. And all of the things that Rich just outlined are things that are really worthy of our investment. Blanchet House is nearly 100% funded by private donations like yours right now. It's caring, generous people like you that make this life-saving work possible. So let's raise the temperature on that giving thermometer and show our gratitude to our donors, Fortis Construction, for their super, super generous opening gift of $10,000. Thank you so much. And folks, thank you. I just want to say, $10,000 is definitely a generous, generous contribution. And it takes nearly $2 million a year to do what Blanchet House does. So, keep your gifts coming in as many times as you like and at all the denominations that are meaningful to your heart today. So thank you so much to Fortis. We love you. We appreciate you. Your generosity fuels the Blanchet House's great work. And again, folks, for those of you watching with us, please shower them with praise in the chat. Show your gratitude there. And while you're there, encourage generous giving from our donors at our next level, which is $5,000. Do we have any champions with us this morning with a gift of $5,000 in support of Blanchet House? And I'm just going to check our giving screen over here. Yes. Thank you to Grant and Virginia Hansen for your $5,000 gift. Who else will join the Hansens with a gift of $5,000 to support Blanchet House this morning? And Rich, while we're waiting, tell us what potentially a $5,000 gift could mean to Blanchet House.
Well, that's a great question, and one we asked Grant and Virginia Hansen. The Hansens learned of the good work of the Blanchet House through a friend who completed a residential program at Blanchet Farm. His experience inspired them to volunteer serving meals at the Founders Cafe at our house down in Portland. where they witnessed firsthand the compassionate and vital services provided by staff and residents of Portland's neediest citizens. Due to COVID, they have not recently volunteered for meal service, but wanted to show their unwavering support of this valuable program. They hope others will join them in donating funds today. As you've now heard, 2020 was a year of incredible need for the Blanchet services. A $5,000 gift can ensure anyone finding their way to the Blanchet House doors will receive a hot meal served with compassion. Imagine yourself waking up early from a restless night, sleeping outside, huddled against a building, wearing wet clothing, shivering cold, no phone, no money, and very hungry. When people have nowhere else to turn, the Blanchet House will continue to be here for them, thanks to your generosity right now.
Absolutely. And folks, these are such worthy investments. So thank you, thank you, thank you to all of our donors who've showed up today at the $5,000 and above level. We really appreciate your support. If you see me looking over this way, that's because the giving screen is over here, and I'm just checking to make sure that anybody joining with us gets the love and gratitude and recognition that you deserve. So let's give a virtual round of applause, which means blowing up the chat with our gratitude for our donors so far. Thank you so, so much. And while you're in there, encourage your friends and fellow donors at our next level of giving, which is $2,500, $2,500. Who will join us this morning as a Blanchet House hero with a gift of $2,500? And let's just check really quick. My goodness, I'd like to say thank you to Eric Crone joining us right now with a $2,500 gift. Thank you also to Pat and Tricia Heffernan, longtime Blanchet House supporters. Thank you so much. Thank you as well to Mark and Leslie Gans, generous, caring Blanchet House donors. Awesome work, everyone. I'd also like to extend our thanks to Martha Soltez, who's a dedicated Blanchet House volunteer. Awesome, awesome work. Thank you so much to all of our $2,500 donors. Who else will join us this morning with a $2,500 gift in support of the great work of the Blanchet House? And Rich, tell us a little bit about what $2,500
Well, before I tell you that, I see that our former board president, Steve Feltz, who is the son of Gene Feltz, one of our founders, has given a generous donation of $2,500.
That's
we thank
fantastic.
you, Steve and Kim Feltz. Thank you very much. Well, a $2,500 gift can offer opportunity and hope where it once was not. Many of our guests are challenged by trauma, abuse, and mental illness and substance addiction. These chronic and debilitating conditions are what challenges their ability to sustain dignified housing and employment. While Blanchet House is able to meet their most basic need for food and water, the complexity of their situation requires a web of supportive services for long-term care. Now, last fall, we brought in peer support specialists from the Mental Health Association of Oregon, thanks to a generous grant. During meals, Jennifer Kuhn talks with our guests waiting in line. She gets to know them, building their trust and finding out what services they need to help them survive. Jen also works with our residents to help them navigate the complexities of finding care, employment, and housing. Now, the funding for her work runs out in June of 2021. That's just a few months away. Without your help, Jen's ability to provide caring, compassionate peer support will end soon. Having someone with lived experience in this role has had a significant impact on helping our meal guests and residents to learn to build trust and identify resources.
Absolutely, very important things. And this legacy of investment comes from a compassionate, generous community. Blanchet House, like I said earlier, is almost 100% funded by private donations. And it takes nearly $2 million a year to make these life-saving services possible. So I'm just gonna look over here, look at $2,500. It looks like potentially Mark and Leslie have joined us with a second gift of $2,500. If that's the case, we thank you so much. And if not, we will make sure to rectify that. But folks, the amazing outpouring of generosity is astounding. I just want to say thank you so much from all of us at Blanchet House for your support. And again, keep it coming in. You can give as many times as you like at any increment that's on your heart today. So, wow. Thank you so much to all of our donors who have joined us thus far. Keep the giving coming, folks. Please give our donors a huge round of virtual applause. Blow up the chat. Let them know how much you appreciate their gifts at the $2,500 and above. levels. We really appreciate it. And in the meantime, let's take a short break and learn a little more about how impactful Blanchet House is in our community. Wow, folks, it's pretty amazing what the Blanchet House is able to do to serve those in need. So let's band together right now and help them continue to do just that. Please encourage your friends to join the giving at our next level, which is $1,000. And folks, at this level, I'm super excited to share that Rob and Sally Fallow, and the Ed Caduro Fund of Oregon Community Foundation have generously agreed to match 2-to-1 the first 15 gifts at $1,000 right now. So what does this mean to you? Your $1,000 becomes $3,000 in the pockets of Blanchet House to serve our community due to this amazing dual match. So let's triple your impact right now. Join us. Who will step up this fine Sunday morning with a $1,000 gift and help us maximize this dual match? First of all, I'd like to say thank you to Martha Soltez joining us with her second gift of the morning. That is amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you as well to Scott Kerman, Blanchet House's executive director, along with his wife, Dr. Jill Speaker, also giving at $1,000, being tripled into $3,000 right now. Thank you so much to board member Dr. Tom Fowler. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jim Mullaney, board member as well, and his wife, Cheryl. Thank you so, so, so much. And folks, look at this. John Christensen joining us with a gift of $1,500. Thank you. We appreciate your overachievement. As well, we'd like to extend our thanks to Rick Whidden for his gift of $1,000. I think we've already said thank you to Jim Christensen. Look at this, Robert Rope giving twice at the $1,000 level. That's amazing. Thank you as well to Jim and Dana. We appreciate you so much. Cheryl Canning also joining us with a $1,000 gift. Keep them coming, everybody. Bill Riley also joining us with $1,000. Board member, thank you. As well as Emily Coleman with your $1,000 gift. We appreciate your generosity so much. And thank you to Jim and Eileen Kruger and Jamie Anderson joining us with $1,000 gifts. Folks, this is incredible. Rich, tell us what $1,000 means to Blanchet House.
Well, I'm happy to tell you that there are a lot of people on this board that we're looking at. We just saw Valerie Harrington.
That's amazing.
It's Emily's mother-in-law. John Christensen, his dad was Danny Christensen, one of the founders. And you look at Emily Harrington gave $1,000 as well. So we're getting some great donations here today. But a $1,000 gift can help us maintain our commitment to sustainability. One way we practice sustainability is by reducing food waste from reaching landfills. All food scraps from our meal services at Blanchet House are collected and delivered to Blanchet Farm and to a farm on Sauvie Island to be used as animal feed. I think we saw that in the video. Blanchet House Green Roof collects rainwater to recirculate as gray water, reducing the carbon footprint. And looking forward, we hope to grow our commitment by bringing solar energy to the farm. We are fortunate to have support from longtime generous supporters. The Ed Caduro Fund of Oregon Community Foundation empowers our impact. Rob Fallow, the executive director of Fortis Construction, and his wife Sally are longtime champions of the work of the Blanchet House, and we're very grateful for their long and generous support of these services.
Yes, we are. Thank you so much. It's been incredible. Folks, I'd like to say thank you. If I've recognized you twice, just know we love you that much more. It's hard to keep track. But Karen Marks joining us. Thank you so much. Valerie Harrington. Thank you, Peter and Jean Adams, joining with $1,000 gifts. Thank you, Jerry Quinn, who we just saw featured in our video. Thank you to Dennis Sullivan. Again, to Martha Soltez. Thank you so, so much. And folks, I believe we have met our match. In fact, I think we've exceeded it, which is fantastic. Blow up the chat for love and gratitude for all of our $1,000 donors who just helped us maximize the incredible generosity of our match donors. That is fantastic. And folks, if you haven't already joined in the chat to show your love and your gratitude for our donors, now is the time, because we'd also like you to encourage them at our next level, which is coming right up. So please give our friends and donors a huge round of applause. The outpouring of love is fabulous. We feel it, we do. Great work. Before we move to our next level, let's learn a little bit about Blanchet House's zero food waste practices.
Lots of broccoli today.
How many of you knew that Blanchet House's goal is zero food waste? Did you? Yeah. I think it's pretty incredible. And it's great to see how focused they are in utilizing the precious resources. So encourage your fellow donors to join us at our next level of giving, which is $500. And listen to this. At this level, the BP Lester and Regina John Foundation is generously matching the first 25 gifts at $500, 2-to-1. Again, 2-to-1, folks. This triples your impact and turns your $500 gift into $1,500 worth of impact for the Blanchet House right now. So step up and be the change you wish to see in the world right now with a $500 gift. Who will join us and turn your $500 into $1,500 right now? Thank you to Blanchet House board member Diane Whitten for our first gift today at $500. We so appreciate you. Thank you, Heritage Bank, our watch party sponsor. Thank you so much. Also, thank you to our neighbors at the Everett Street Auto Works in Old Town for your $500 gift. That is incredible. Let's see what we've got going on at $500, Shelley. This is so great. Oh my goodness. You know, I love the fact that $500 will become $1,500 right now. So can we see the $500 gifts? Yes. All right, folks, there's a little bit of a delay, so please pardon. Look at this. Joining us right now, we've got Kathy Kramer with a $750 gift. That is overachievement at its finest. Thank you, Patty Hodgins, for your $500. Thank you, Mary Connolly, Gary Gala, Dale Grealish, Deb Bersati, thank you so much. Katie Hennessy, Brian Clare, Cynthia Banson, Catherine Myers, Nicholas Ackerman, all joining us with $500 gifts right now. This is so amazing. All right, thank you as well to Tim O'Hanlon.
He's an emeritus board member.
I love it. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Orion Shearer, joining us with an additional $500. We're getting so close, everybody. Thank you, Janet. Oh gosh, Arbuthnot. I hope I'm not butchering it. I love you. We really do. Thank you, Harvey and Kathy McGowan, also joining us right now with $500 of support. Thank you, Daniel Floyd.
Daniel Harrington.
Incredible. And Daniel Harrington.
His dad was one of the founders.
Thank you so much. And Rich, you know, while we wait for the rest of our gifts to come in, tell us what $500 tripled to $1,500 could do.
Okay. I want to recognize, though, Joe Penzone, who is the lead architect for our building at Sierra Construction,
Yay,
with a $500 gift. But a $500 gift tripled to $1,500 can do great things for us, like continue as a leader in the meal service community. We provide the city, county, and other agencies with nutritious prepared meals for their community members. The need for prepared meals pervades the entire Portland metro area, and the Blanchet House is called to spread its blessings with others. We're able to do so thanks to the support of our donors and volunteers like you. Together as supporters of the Blanchet mission, we believe that every human is deserving of good food, decent clothing, and a second chance. If you want to empower people struggling on our streets, we must support them in their time of need.
That's right. And special thanks to those who've just joined us recently with their gifts of $500. I'd really like to say thank you to Tristan Todd, Heritage Bank joining us with an additional $500. Thank you. Patty Hodgins and Mary Connolly.
The other half of Mary Connolly is Steve Connolly.
Right
He's a great
on.
supporter.
Thank you so much. And folks, this brings us to, we only need, three gifts to meet our match, folks. 3 gifts at $500 right now will get us there. We'll maximize all of our match dollars and make sure that Blanchet House is able to funnel all of that impact towards the clients that they serve. So if we could get just 3 more gifts at $500 right now, you can help us do that. So if you're on the fence thinking about a $250 gift, maybe right now is your chance to triple your impact and make your $500 become $1,500. Also, we just got a gift from Peter Northrup and another from Cassie Northrup. Thank you so much for your $500 gifts.
Peter Northrup is on our development committee. So thankful for Peter and his wife. Thank you.
Cassie, that's awesome. So I think that brings us down to only 1 gift left to meet our match today. So if you are out there, 1 gift would mean all the difference to us right now. Please show us some love at the $500 level so that we can maximize this match and funnel all of that impact towards the community that we serve. Right now, folks, do we have anyone else joining us? Look at that. Scott Duffins.
Oh, Scott Duffins.
Closing the gap.
Great supporter.
I love it. Scott, that's
Thank
fantastic.
You, Scott.
Michael Fuller also joining us. We have now exceeded our $500 match. You are potentially some of the best supporters we've ever seen. Thank you so much.
So Scott Duffins made a great donation to help us get over the hump when we built our new building. And the kitchen is named after his grandparents.
Oh, that's
He's
fantastic.
just a great benefactor of Blanchet House.
What a small world. I love it. Thank you to Beth McAuley O'Malley, also joining us with a $500 gift. We have exceeded our match, folks, and all of our wildest dreams have just been answered. So thank you so much to all of our $500 donors and above this morning. You are doing fabulous work. Wow, blow up the chat. I hope that you're saying thank you profusely, very excitedly, many times, because remember, that equals applause. So give them the love and encourage generous giving at our next level while you're there, which is at $250. And to inspire nonstop giving at the $250 level, every gift given right now at $250 will be entered into an incentive drawing. And 1 lucky donor will be selected at random to receive our gift of the first harvest of Blanchet Farm honey. This special gift also includes, as well as the honey, 2 8-ounce jars of this fabulous batch of honey, 2 Blanchet House t-shirts, and 2 aprons, just like the ones that we're sporting right here. So this is the love that we're going to show 1 lucky donor today, coming at us with a gift of $250. And leading the charge, Brenda Ray Scott, Blanchet House's development director, is kicking us off with our first gift of $250. Thank you so much, Brenda. We really appreciate you. Who else will join her to be considered in our incentive drawing? And look at this. Yes, I see that. Shelley, show me $250, please. Yes, this is incredible. Folks, sorry, there is a little bit of a delay. We are trying to show you $250 gifts And they are rolling in, my goodness. Jen Director Knudsen joining us with $300. Pat Hatton joining us with $300. Overachievers, love it. Michael Quinn joining us with $300. Thank you so much to Casey Shillum with the $300 gift. This is incredible. Leo Batani with a $300 gift. Allison Rose Ped with a $250 gift. Lori Stegman, hello Commissioner, joining us with a $250 gift.
Thomas Rutten is an old high school classmate of mine from Prescott, Arizona. He just gave $250. Tom Rutten,
That's
thank you,
fabulous.
Toombs.
Thank you. Also joining with $250 gifts is Victoria Dunn, Joan Gals, Doug Morales, Viet Len Pham, thank you so much. Tom Davies, Trista Rogers, Cheryl Canning, Andrea Nelson, Tristan Todd, Frank Martin, I think Tristan, that's your second gift if I remember correctly, and Paul Hogan, all joining us with $250. I love it.
Yeah, Paul's the principal at Jesuit High School, and we're going to recognize Jesuit here in just a few minutes.
That's awesome. While we're waiting for these gifts to come in, tell us what $250 could help Blanchet House accomplish.
Okay, a $250 gift can help people in many ways at the Blanchet House. Along with serving healthy meals, it could help us offer clothing and sleeping essentials to guests. The need for clothing amongst our guests is an urgent and basic need. People sleeping outdoors without a break from the cold and rain don't have access to washers and dryers. They often have to wear the same pair of wet and dirty socks for weeks. Our incredible volunteer manager, John, and morning services coordinator, Sarah, manage the clothing, receiving, sorting, and distribution. Critical positions like theirs are possible because of your support at this level.
That's right, Rich. And special thanks goes out to all of our donors joining us with gifts of $250 right now. And we've got a few new gifts that have just come in. Look at that. Sean Clark, thank you so much. Suzanne Healy, Katie Hennessy, all joining with $250 gifts right now. That's amazing. We really, really appreciate all the support.
Katie's an emeritus board member, so she was on our board.
Thank you, Katie.
She's great.
And if I have missed you for any reason, drop us a little note in the chat so that we can definitely be sure to recognize your gifts, because every gift at every dollar amount means the world to us. Thank you so much. Sean Clark, I think I said your name already. I appreciate you. We're getting really close to determining who our incentive drawing winner is, so I'm going to give you a couple more seconds to get those gifts in so that we can include every one of you in our incentive drawing today. And Gary Gala, thank you. We appreciate your support. Brenda Ray Scott's giving again at $250. She clearly wants this, honey. I love it. So let's find out who our incentive drawing donor is. Are you all ready, folks? Can we get a drum roll, please? And this morning's lucky Blanchet House donor is Cheryl Canning. Congratulations, Cheryl. You are today's lucky donor. We appreciate it, and I hope that you enjoy your honey. Sounds like a really good time for tea, actually, right now. It's brunch, after all. So thank you so much to our $250 donors and everyone who's already given a gift this morning. Your support is what fuels this fabulous mission and the great work of Blanchet House. So I hope you feel really good about yourselves. We feel good about you right now. So give all of our donors a big round of applause. Blow up the chat with your love and your gratitude. And urge your friends to join the giving with wild abandon at our final formal level, which is $100. And I'm very excited to let you know that Blanchet House, their combined board match, honoring their 70th anniversary, which is coming up, is matching the first 35 gifts here at $100, 2-to-1. Again, this turns your $100 into $300 and triples your impact. So let's maximize this generosity. Who will step up with a $100 gift right now? If you have yet to give, now is the time. And if you've already given, thank you so much, and know that we encourage you to give yet again and again and again, as many times as you like, until you feel satisfied that you've given just enough. And we highly encourage this type of giving, don't we, Rich?
We do.
And with that, let's see some of our, oh goodness, look at this. Michael Quinn joining us with $200. That's 2 gifts
the son of our,
at 100.
of our board president.
Thank you, Michael. Also, Jen Director joining us, Knutson joining us with $200. That's 2 more gifts. Patrick Ryan joining with 200, 2 gifts at 100. Katie O'Brien also joining with 2 gifts at $100. This is incredible. Ella Backer also joining with $200. John and Gina Gladstone joining us with $200.
John's
Claire
the
Courtney,
former president of Jesuit High, and his wife Gina.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Claire Courtney also joining us with $200 gift. And then we've got Deb Kafori. Hi, Deb, joining us with $150 right now, as well as Ian Hamilton, Tony and Jim Mountain, Kathy Finkel, and Molly Posner, all joining us with $150 gifts.
Actually, it's Molly Posner. That's my sister-in-law,
thank you.
again, a daughter of Dan Harrington, a founder.
Don't let me offend anybody. Thank you, Rich. All right, look at this. Sarah Hench joining us with a $100 gift right now. Dale Grealish joining us. Julie Showers, thank you so much for your $100 gift. Brian and Liz Fackler also joining us with $100 right now. Look at this. Jane Murphy joining, Lisa Hill, Diane Saltzman, Mallory Michael, Natalie Riley, Ariana Fuad, Will Gent, Michael Fuller, all joining us with $100, folks. And I've just been alerted that we exceeded our match. So keep it coming. I want to see by how many gifts we can exceed today. Thank you, Natalie Riley. Thank you, James Benway, Jesse and Rob Weimer, Lauren. Do you know how to say that last name? Because I don't want to even attempt it. Thank you, Lauren. We love you for your 2 gifts at $100. Brian Wagstaff, Beth Ann Champion, Cynthia Miller, Bet Carlisle.
I can help you this one. John Petrosich, his dad is one of the founders.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Deb Perenboom?
Yeah.
I hope that's right.
Anne-Marie Ulring. That's my daughter. Thank you, Bubs.
Got to be a relation. Yeah. Jada Smith also joining with 100. Christopher Conway, Richard Oldfield, Allison Danning, Jenner Hildebrand, all joining with $100 gifts. Folks, we feel the love. It feels amazing.
I also want to thank Jane and Bill Murphy because they were longtime supporters of St. John Fisher and then Central Catholic. They're still there, and they're great people, and we appreciate your gift.
Thank you so much. While these gifts come funneling in, tell us what $100 could mean for Blanchet House, especially when it's tripled.
Right. It can buy supplies for containers, cups, and utensils that we need for to-go food services. It ensures we have hot coffee to serve at breakfast and during other meals when the weather is cold. And it provides recreation and social activities for our residents, which are essential to their well-being and their journey to a healthier life.
That's right, Rich. And you know, we say it all the time, folks, but $100, $10, $1, every dollar counts. Every denomination counts. Your gifts are what makes this world go round right now. So thank you. Jess Colombo joining us, Tom Ulrich, Lindsay Tegler, Karen Marks, Janie Gullickson.
One of our board members.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Al Cato, Aaron DeClotz. Aaron, was your father a doctor?
Yes.
Might have been my pediatrician when I was young.
She's wonderful. She's out of Jesuit High.
Andrea Casey, Christy Gillis, Marcy Newton, Michael Fuller, Thompson Fowler, thank you so much. Chris Liang, Peter and Jean Adams, my goodness, this is amazing. Suzanne Healy, Janet Owens, Lori Davis, Stacy Scott, Holly Farmer, John Gallucci, all joining us with $100 gifts right now. This is incredible. Richard Gans, thank you. Joanne Ricci, Marie Showers, Debbie McCarthy, Brian and Liz Fackler, Michael Fuller, again with 2 gifts. Oh my gosh, Brenda Ray Scott, did you just join us with your 3rd gift of the morning? Thank you so much. We appreciate this outpouring of support and love. It is incredible. Gregory Lear, Jerry McMeacham, thank you. Lori Vokes. This is so amazing, folks. Ann Holstrom, Megan Bradley, Christina Evans, Melissa Johnson giving twice at the $100 level. We so appreciate this. Abby Jordan, Chris O'Brien, this is incredible. Let's hear it for all of our donors this morning. You did a wonderful job. We far exceeded our goal, and I just want to show our unwavering thanks for your support today. Thank you so very much. And you know, what else could $100 do? Because I feel like there's more gifts coming in that we just need to give them a little time.
Well, Misty, they support our staff and residents with professional development and training to ensure that our service is trauma-informed and culturally appropriate. And it also provides our therapeutic animals at Blanchet Farm, as well as our new beekeeping program. It helps us out there for sure.
I love it. And frankly, honey is one of my favorite things on earth. So keep it up with the beekeeping program, everybody. Thank you, Molly Posner, who just joined us with 150. Thank you, Piseth Pitch. I'm hoping I'm saying your name right. We love you. $100. Thank you, Henry Barnett, Jared Kerman. Must be relation to Scott, yes. Chris, thank you, Katie Fackler, Natalie Riley, Sarah Hench, Dale Grealish, Julie Showers. Folks, your support means everything. Thank you so much. Let's give a huge round of applause to all of our $100 donors and all of our donors. Blow up the chat with your love, your gratitude, your praise, your thanks. Encourage them. The giving can continue. It doesn't have to stop right now. Your generosity allows Blanchet House to continue serving those most in need in our community. So let's show all of our donors lots of love, and thank you so much. Give yourselves a huge round of applause, little virtual pats on the back. We love it. If you prefer to give a custom amount, one that we did not technically call for, whether it's $5, $5 million, or anything in between, just select that custom amount button and enter the dollar amount of your choice, because every dollar counts, folks. And a gift in any amount helps ensure that Blanchet House can continue to offer people clothing, a shower, and essential care items to aid their survival while enduring life's most difficult conditions. And taking care of someone's most basic needs helps them to take the next steps on the long journey to permanent housing and life change. You have all been so very generous this morning. Thank you very much. Now, let's hear from a few guests who'd like to offer their thanks.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for all your contributions. Thank you, thank you. Thank you to our donors.
Thanks for donating to the Blanchet House.
Thank you.
It's so moving. The gifts you give today are what make it possible for us to keep our programs going. And without the commitment of our volunteers in our community, our work would not be possible. Next, we'll hear from those being honored by the Blanchet House for their substantial contributions to our work transforming lives. Jim Christensen and Ed O'Hanlon, sons of two of Blanchet's founders, Danny Christensen and Jim O'Hanlon, received the Al Riley Award. This award recognizes their lifetime of volunteer service and stewardship to the Blanchet House mission. Jesuit High School, Jesuit High School received the Founders Award for coming together to help meet the increased need for to-go meals by holding sack lunch drives, clothing and care kit drives, and for volunteering on site for countless hours. Katie Fackler of Wells Fargo receives the Service Award. In 2020, she volunteered to build and guide a therapeutic beekeeping program to benefit the residents of Blanchet Farm for years to come. Thank you to all of our steadfast supporters. And let's take a look. Finally, Alaska, we'll take a look here. Let's look at Alaska Airline employees are recipients of the Father Kennard Award. Their daily service during the first few months of the pandemic was critical to Blanchet House being able to meet the need for meals and clothing. Let's take a look.
good friend of my dad, who's a founder, gave selflessly about 40 years of his life to Blanchet. And operationally, I don't think anybody had a bigger impact on Blanchet than Al Riley. Much of what we do today is the things that Al put in back in the 50s and 60s. So it's a tribute to him that this place is still around.
Thanks for the award.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. You don't deserve it.
We love the type of sayings that are on them because it gives us a ray of hope and everything. Like this one says, like hope and everything, that a child would actually go through and for somebody who they're never going to probably meet, want to show 1 ounce of kindness.
This one. You do try this one.
Getting the chance to work with Katie has been great. She's a great person, and I think she totally deserves the award.
Men that I get to work with are amazing. It's really gratifying to see how much they grow and suck in the knowledge and enjoy being caretakers of the bees.
Congratulations to all of our award recipients, and thank you so much for your continued support of Blanchet House's work. If you are feeling inspired by what you just saw or would like to donate in honor of any of these amazing volunteers, please continue to give in support of Blanchet House at any time today or throughout the year. Of course, if you're live with us right now, you can give via the mobile bidding software. If you're happening to watch this after the fact or on YouTube and not registered through there, you can always donate at any time by visiting our website directly, blanchethouse.org/donate. Please give with your heart and give what you can to support this great work. We'd like to extend our deepest thanks to all of you who've been joining us earlier today, all day long, and we'd like to express our gratitude to those who joined us during our video break. So thank you so much. We've got some gifts rolling in. Molly and Kevin Meter, who I understand
Well, his dad was Danny Christensen and brother is Jim Christensen that we're honoring
you.
today.
Well, that's fantastic. And Nancy Carlin, Jenny Zhu, thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Rosalind, Zoe, all of you making gifts right now. Every dollar counts. And I just want to thank every single one of you for your incredible generosity. Way to show up for Blanchet House, everybody. Give everyone a huge round of virtual applause. Lots of love in that chat. Drop the gratitude because you did your part today to support the great work of the Blanchet House. So let's give a huge round of applause for our lovely, lovely host and MC, Mr. Rich Ulring. Thank you so much for joining me today. And let's also show our production team at Seamless Event Solutions a little bit of love for streaming a great show, helping produce it, and make it look incredible. I hope you all enjoy yourselves. I know we sure did. Please know that this event has been recorded in case you would like to review it, in case maybe perhaps you joined us late, or you know other supporters who would love to support the Blanchet House mission as well. Share the URL with your friends, your family, and other Blanchet House supporters so they too can watch the show, share the love, and support this great work. So thank you so much for spending your Sunday morning with us and for having me today. Again, I'm Misty Markham. I hope to see you next year in the flesh.
Thank you, Misty. And how about a round of applause for Misty? She did a great job. Thank you very much. What an exciting virtual event. Did you all have a great time? I hope so. I think everybody here did. I know we did. Today we made a huge difference in the life of Blanchet House guests. And thank you again, Misty Markham, Markham Auction Agency's virtual event team. You are fantastic. We'd like to thanks again to Jordan for sharing his moving story. And we'd like to recognize and give special thanks to our Blanchet staff, especially Brenda Ray Scott, our development director, and Julie Showers, our marketing director. Thank you very much, ladies. And how about a big round of applause for all of today's donors and sponsors. This event would not have been possible without you. Please know that service recipients are so grateful for your support. And finally, thank you again for everyone for your exceptional generosity today. Blanchet House could not continue to fund our good work without your contributions and support. I'm sure Dorothy Day, who influenced our founders almost 70 years ago, would agree with Father Gary when he said earlier today, your generosity can be a bridge to life. A few things I'd like to let you know about, some housekeeping things. To check out today, simply click on your cart to complete your generous donation and check out. Once the donation has processed, you'll receive an email receipt. Following the event, you will also receive a hard copy. And this concludes today's virtual live program. We appreciate you turning in and lending a helping hand. We look forward to seeing you in person next year. In fact, join us next year as we celebrate the Blanchet House of Hospitality's 70th anniversary. Help us preserve this rich history by sharing a story on our anniversary webpage. To do so, head to blanchethouse.org/70 years. Join us next year for the 70th anniversary brunch celebration. Now enjoy the rest of your day. Stay healthy. God bless you, and God bless the Blanchet House of Hospitality. Thank you for joining, and have a great afternoon.
Hi, I'm Dan Field, Executive Director of Community Health and External Affairs at Kaiser Permanente Northwest.
Hola, I'm Rocio Acosta, and I'm a bilingual engagement specialist with Kaiser Permanente.
Hello, I'm Tracy Dan Grace, Director of Community Health at Kaiser Permanente.
Hi, I'm Aaron Waters, and I'm an Equity, Inclusion, and Diversity Consultant for Kaiser Permanente.
Hello there, I'm Ron Scholes, and I manage the Northwest Employee Community Engagement Initiatives.
We're sorry we can't be together in person.
We applaud you in your efforts in working in innovative ways to serve our community members in need of vital services.
Congratulations on your accomplishments.
And thank you for all you're doing to support our most vulnerable community members in this unprecedented time.
We miss being able to gather together
and celebrate the great work you're doing in the communities where we live, work, learn, and play.
But we are navigating these uncertain times together.
And together we will become better equipped for a new normal.
We are resilient.
We will persevere.
And we will once again thrive.
Yes.